Business in the 217 on the WMAY Morning News Feed. I'm Greg Bishop, and I'm excited to tell you about a huge success story from a local organization raising money for an excellent cause. Jerry Curry joins us. He is the executive director of the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind. Jerry, thanks for taking time with us this morning. How are you?
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And I think the story is something that when people stick around to the tail end of it, they're going to learn something that even with incredible adversity, you guys were able to rise above. But before we get to that, let's talk about what's coming up a little bit later on this month. You've got 2 days, 2 opportunities for people to help you guys raise funds for the Mary Bryant Home.
That's correct. This is our 35th annual chili soup, beef soup fundraiser. And in the past, we had thousands of people coming through the facility, getting a nice hot bowl of chili and a hot dog and a dessert, and visiting with the residents, taking opportunity with the bake sale and the silent auction. But things changed last year. And so again, this year, we're just going to do the drive-through. We're going to have hopefully people pre-order their quarts of chili, and they'll come through and we'll give them their chili. We're going to be serving October the 28th and the 29th from 10 in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening. We're selling the quarts of chili for $15 a quart, and this is our 34th annual. Mr. Z has done our chili for us. So
that's pretty awesome.
If you've never had Zillion's chili.
I was going to say, Mr. Z is at Zillion's. Yeah, absolutely.
So he's been a great donor to the home and of his time and his resources.
Fantastic. So the chili, people need to pre-order. You'd like for them to pre-order it. How can they go about making that pre-order?
They can go to our website, or they can go to our Facebook. The order forms are both there, and you can. We made it so simple. You can either fax it back to us, you can mail it back to us, email it, scan it, and email it back to us, or print it out, take a picture of it, and text it. It comes to my phone with all these orders.
So the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind, if people just search that, they should be able to find the websites and the Facebook page.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're talking about a chili fundraiser for the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind, and it's coming up the 28th and the 29th. It'll be a drive-through service. The chili will be served in a pint, a quart. Thank you. Yeah, the pint's much smaller than a quart, but they'll be serving it in a quart, cold, so you can take it home and warm it up. But Jerry, you were talking a little bit before we started the recording here about last year was rough. You had uncertainty with the COVID-19 pandemic, and there were we've talked to so many different organizations and nonprofits that were hit hard by not being able to do in-person types of fundraisers. You guys took a different tact last year, and it turned out to be very beneficial. Talk about the thinking. Successful. Talk about the thinking behind what you guys did and how it became so successful.
In the past, when we were in person, people would come in and we had 50-50 sales. We had a bake sale that all the items were baked in the home, and we had the silent auction, and we had and the chili. And people would come in and visit with the resident, and some of these residents would have one friend come at lunch and have chili, and come back at somebody else come back at dinner and eat with them and have. Great. But we couldn't do that last year, so we took our major fundraiser and broke it up into 3 different events. So in October, we're doing our drive-through chili, quarts of chili, and at Thanksgiving, we did our pie fundraiser. The pies that we had at our bake sale, all of them are made in-house by our kitchen staff, so we have an opportunity for pumpkin pies, cherry pie, apple pie, blueberry pie, peach pies, for $10 a pie, and you could pick those up the Tuesday and Wednesday before Thanksgiving,
which is going to be perfect for people getting those homemade pies. Yeah, absolutely. So again, you what you ultimately did was you saw that you couldn't have an in-person event, and that was a big fundraiser for you guys. But because of the COVID pandemic, you took a different approach and made it like a drive-through. You split up that 1 into 3, and you guys were much more successful than previous years.
Without the silent auction, we were more successful than the in-person chili supper silent auction.
What does that say about? Talk about the testament of what that means for what the home does. Like because individuals who suffer from blindness, who are visually impaired, they face all kinds of difficult circumstances, but they're able to rise above.
Well, we think we're a hidden jewel in Springfield, and I think that Mary Bryant Home has a good name, has a good reputation. Our 42 residents belong to 19 different churches in town. So our residents are in their church community meeting people and reminding them, hey, come to our fundraiser, help support the home through either the chili supper in October, the pie sale at Thanksgiving, and at Christmas time we do cinnamon rolls. So just before Christmas, you can pre-order a couple pans of cinnamon rolls, and on Christmas morning, you've got something to start the day off.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So again, coming up here in short order, you've got the quarts of chili. It's going to be drive-through. People can pre-order that. Contact the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind. If you search Google, you should be able to find it. Also, they're on Facebook. Really simple ordering form. They just fill it out, and they can even text it directly to you, the order form.
And if they want to call during business hours, they can do that as well.
Jerry Curry, he is with the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind, the executive director, and good to hear of, even in the face of adversity last year, you guys were able to raise funds for this important organization.
Well, thank you for helping us get the word out, and special thanks to the community for coming to our support.
Let's talk again, all right? Because this is just the chili that's coming up later this month. You've got the Thanksgiving pie sale you guys are going to do.
And the cinnamon rolls. So all the forms are on Facebook or on our website.
Great.
Or call and during business hours, and they'll be able to take care of you over the phone.
Make that happen. Fantastic. Jerry Curry with the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind. Thank you so much for taking time with us on the WMAY Morning News Feed.